Hey, what's up guys, MGH here, welcome to a massive video. The day has finally arrived. We have FIFA 20 career mode news. I have not read through this yet. A lot of creators in the Game Changers network are in a Discord, which I still haven't been invited to. I'm working on it, so they've had a bit of time before me to actually read through and digest this. So you might want to check out one of their videos for a more in-depth look into the pitch notes, because I'm literally reading this live with you guys. I have no idea what's going to be in this. I think I know one or two things, which I found out a couple of weeks ago, but really nothing at all. So what you're seeing is my instant reaction to the new career mode features. I'm going to do an in-depth video later on today, so make sure you are subscribed for that. So if you didn't know, FIFA have been introducing these pitch notes articles, very clever word, patch notes, pitch notes, very good. And they discuss all things FIFA, you know, whether it's Ultimate Team. But this is the first time we're looking at FIFA 20 career mode news, and it's all in text form. I don't think we're going to see any gameplay, but there is a beta around the corner, I believe, or a beta. So, hey FIFA fans, let me make sure I get it into screen for you guys. This cycle has been an incredibly busy one for the entire career mode team. Promising. Alongside putting a lot of time and effort into the pre-production this year, we've worked towards building a number of brand new features that are focused on bringing more depth and authenticity to career mode. We hope you enjoy the news we're here to share today. So this was actually delayed. Whether it was some sort of branding, licensing issue, I don't know. I was a little bit concerned, but that's a good opening. I'm pleased to hear that they've spent a lot of time on it and there are features. It's not just touch-ups and improvements. So feedback from the community. We've heard the feedback coming from our players. No worries, man. In the past years, every single year for the last 5 or 6 years, whilst I've been in this Game Changer network as well, I've been giving lists, feedbacks, and I'm glad that they are listening. Not to just me, but to millions of people. In the past years, we wanted to ensure that FIFA 20 will mark an important milestone, not only for FIFA in general, but especially for career mode fans. Thank you very much. We strive to evolve and create experiences in FIFA that give our users more diversity and choice each year. The information below will shed some light on the new experiences we have been developing for some time now, and that we are working hard to further refine right at this moment. Hopefully it's fully fleshed out and it's not like, oh, next year it'll be improved. Press conferences and player conversations. As we just mentioned, our main drive is adding highly relevant features that would represent an important step forward for career mode, and especially manager career. This year, a new feature lineup is represented by press conferences, player conversations, and all of the intricate tools and logic sitting behind these features. Okay. Press conferences may be getting a big upgrade here. We've got praise, motivate, criticize, sympathize, and calm. Attend conference and skip conference. Okay, so we've got some sort of press conference going on here. I don't know who that player is. Maybe that's a made-up player. Oh, it's a it's a manager! He's got ginger hair and a different face. We've not seen a manager look like this before. Is there more customization? Right. Our vision was to breathe new life into the manager career experience by leveraging the huge amounts of data that players playing this mode generates, and build a variation of ever-changing stories that would surface to our players through pre- and post-match press conferences and player conversations. It's brilliant! These are not just general storylines that we put together to mimic authenticity. These are stories built based on player progress, which each player will be able to interact with and influence the morale of the team and their standing as the team's manager. Okay, if I start reading things wrong, it's because I'm overly excited right now. This is great stuff. This really is fantastic stuff. The new tools developed in-house by the career mode team enabled our producers and designers to leverage this large amount of data and create an enormous variations of storylines that are deeply rooted in the player's experience and your way of playing. This means that the experience of each match will be treated differently by the journalists and will always feel authentic and dynamic, depending highly on the outcome, goal scored, opponent, time of season or stage of competition, and more. Okay, so we're looking at some of the in-game news here. Breaking news, world news, club news, transfer news, that's all the same. Junior's effort on goal helped his team grab a 3-0 win. I mean, that's nothing. Okay, moving on. The tools we envisioned and built, as well as the amount of logic behind the stories, is brand new territory for career mode, and we are excited for all career mode fans to be able to enjoy and share their feedback on these newly added features. Press conferences will represent the main venue where the manager will take questions and answer them. God, I really hope it doesn't get repetitive and boring, both before important matches but also immediately after. This is something that has just not been part of career mode ever. You know what managers do? It's not just about managing the team, it's managing the press. I mean, they have to go into interviews before and after every game. They're doing so many PR things. I'm so glad that they're adding this in. Where was I? Both pre-match and post-match press conferences will leverage newly built scenes specifically designed to be part of the manager career experience. Player conversations will mainly serve as the one-on-one interaction between the manager and the players with the team through the messaging app-like interface. Player chat. Oh my god. Within both, you will be able to choose the way in which you tackle a large variety of situations, and based on your methods, either positively or negatively influence player morale as well as your rating as manager. So here, we're looking at a conversation with Ramos. Greetings, boss. On behalf of, it says it here, of the whole team, I'd like to give you a warm welcome at Real Madrid. And then you answer, this is very FM. Isn't it? Football Manager has had this for some time. Obviously, when you first start, you always get a little chat with the captain and the whole team, and they welcome you. Let's see what else. Okay, so they've clearly picked what they wanted to say here. We've got a long season ahead of us, Sergio. I'm expecting nothing but the very best out of you and the lads. It's a little bit of a harsh way to say hello, but fair enough. You can be, I guess, you can be different in your approach no matter what you want to do. You can hopefully do that. You can be happy, you can be direct, whatever. Right, let's get the next bit in. So morale systems coming up. In the same way as with press conferences, the newly added conversations enjoy the same level of complexity. The manager will have to deal with a variety of requests from players as well as happy or disgruntled players that are trying to get their thoughts across. The manager will have to find ways, either through direct actions or by communicating his or her stance. Can you be a female manager? Stance in order to mitigate and solve these situations. Player attribute values shown in this session are just an example and subject to change. Well, yeah, of course. Okay, so a morale system. This isn't just a couple of added little bits here. It's a full-on system. All the features described above would have not been completed without a lot of work under the hood, and the player morale system is exactly that. It is the piece that actually makes all the complex stories we have built, and that will be surfacing relevant. I'm so freaking excited for this. You have no idea, guys. You have no idea. This means so much. Morale will be influenced by a multitude of different factors ranging from playtime, wages, play performance, and how well the team is doing. Secondly, answers in the press conference and replies to players in one-on-one conversations impact players' morale as well. Having a high morale will be highly desired, as a player's morale will influence their attributes in the coming. An unhappy player won't want to play well. He won't maybe grow as quickly. Things like that could be huge. That means no career mode's ever going to be the same. You've got to treat your players well and keep them happy. Otherwise, they might not play well. They might want to leave. That is, why now? Why hasn't this been done before? I'm so glad they've done this. Okay, up next, manager customization. Not that it's an absolute game changer. How this wasn't in before. Why can you only pick from a selected amount of managers? It blew my mind. We've been dealing with that for so long. It looks like finally we're going to be able to fully customize our manager. So you may have noticed a manager in the screenshots above you that you are not familiar with. No shit. The manager was created in-game with our manager creation tools. We are finally taking a leap towards in-depth customization for your manager avatar. It's true, but he looks nothing like we've seen before, that's for sure. Most of you probably remembered the limited customizations options within Career, which are now a thing of the past. Thank God for that. The new Manager Career experience will provide the freedom to create an avatar that reflects your own style. Can I make him bald then? And see it reflected in game. Moreover, you will now be able to change your manager's outfit at any moment during the season. I mean, yes, it's really cool, but it's obviously, it's not integral to Career Mode being better. It's just a great added feature, and I'm so glad it's come in. So you've got a full-on, I mean, you can change just the mouth. You can do, looks like nose, eyebrows, eyes, eye colour, I'm guessing that is, head shape, hair, ears, moustache. You've got information, so obviously that's going to be when you choose your name and nationality and age and whatever. Then you've got outfits as well. So that's absolutely amazing. Another important item to mention here is the ability to create both male and female avatars. There you go, you can be women. This being another first for career mode. Yeah, it's only 2019. In terms of customization and accessories, we'll have a wide variety of clothing items and accessories at launch. That will ensure a deep customization experience. These will range from the usual formal clothing pieces, microtransactions at some point. Imagine if they start adding branded stuff like Adidas hoodies, and I don't care if they monetize career mode if it means this is the direction we're going in. This is a huge step in the right direction with the things we've read about so far. I'm 10 minutes into this video and I don't think we're even... Oh, we're kind of almost at the end here. Live news screenshots. Another area where we aim to deliver more diversity year over year and leverage the player's in-game experience was the news. In FIFA 20, we will use gameplay screenshots showing key moments of any given match. Hang on. We saw that, didn't we? Yeah, look at that. Well, that's brilliant. That's really cool. It's just immersive, isn't it? Relevant pieces of news from this content. In this way, we will now have the means to highlight memorable moments during your career experience and allow you to build and surface your own stories. Fantastic. So we've got League UI themes. So in the Premier League, we're going to have Premier League looking backgrounds and stuff like that. So 5 unique UI treatments. So we've got Premier League, Bundesliga, Liga 1, La Liga and MLS. No Italian League, of course, because they don't even have Juventus. I mean, sure, it's cool. I love the Champions League one. But again, these are just minor updates. I wouldn't call it a feature. I'd say it's a lick of paint, isn't it, really? But it's cool. I'm all for it. Oh, my God. I need to change of trousers. Dynamic player potential. This is what I've wanted for years. Thank you, EA. One of the heavily requested improvements to the way players develop through each season was to have their potential change based on their performances. Who would have thought? Look, I'm not having a go at the guys that have maybe built this article. I'm having a go at the guys who made the decisions on career mode. How can you get away with that for years and not think about this? Of course it should be dependent on how the player's playing. Imagine signing a youngster and he barely plays, yet he still reaches 85 rated. It's stupid. So thank the Lord it's changing. Oh my God. Potential for players within your own squad will evolve over time based on the player's performance in the previous season. Oh my God. Scored a lot of goals with a young prospect in his breakthrough season. His potential will be even higher in the upcoming season. Genius! Kept a run of good performances going with an older player to close to retirement. His potential will be higher in the upcoming season, which means that the decrease of his attributes will stall for a longer period of time. Well done. Well done, EA, finally. Credit given. Well done. Potential will decrease if a player hasn't been performing well in the previous season or he hasn't received enough play time. So you must ensure high-promising starlets put in the work to achieve their potential. Play your young players and they will improve. If you don't play players, they're not going to improve. It's very simple. That's the biggest thing for me. That is an absolute game changer. It really is. General improvements and additions here. New negotiation environments. We can negotiate outside of the office. Outside of that office with the stupid blinds behind. So another addition aimed at diversifying our interactive negotiation scenes is the introduction of 2 new environments: rooftop lounge and restaurant. 2. Okay, that's fine. It's better than none. Spot fixes and balancing changes. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Oh man. Added an option in the player actions pop-up to add a player to the shortlist and immediately go to the transfer hub. Redesigned team management layout to allow for easier player attribute comparison. Thank you. Thank you. No more clicking in that right stick constantly and going all the way down through your players. Oh, that's brilliant. These aren't the actual ratings, by the way. They've just said there again. So we've got more things here. Added an option to disable international management. Brilliant. Increase the initial composure attributes values for generated youth players and redistributed weights for player growth between physical, mental and skill attributes to allow for more physical growth. My God. If it actually works, that is amazing. I know a lot of career mode YouTubers that focus on the youth academy and things like that. They'll be so happy about that. For someone like me, I prefer to play with real players. It's just my thing, right? Improved distribution of ethnicity. Jesus Christ, Matt, get a grip, will you? Ethnicity within a country when generating youth players. That's brilliant. Significantly increase the initial amounts for wage budget allocation. That's great. Increase the player value of defensive players based on the latest transfer market activity. Brilliant. More realism there. Fixed multiple issues with leagues that split into playoffs after the end of the regular season. League objectives are now correctly tracking the playoff instead of the regular season standings. How is that even a problem? Champions celebrations are triggered at the end of the playoffs. Oh, well done. Improve the algorithm used by AI teams to determine their starting 11 is going to be fixed. I hate it when you go up against a team when you're a very good team and they play like their third string of players. It's stupid. Okay, so maybe, just maybe, we're going to see an improvement in that. Moving forward, you should see far fewer instances in which the opponent isn't using their prime starting 11. Well done. Readjusted the number of saves to 8. Well, I guess I can talk about this really quick. I wasn't allowed to mention this. The reason they reduced it to 4 was because of PlayStation. Sony. They limited the amount of data that FIFA could save on their cloud. So they had to limit it to 4. It wasn't EA's fault at all, and they got so much abuse for it. It wasn't just their fault. I believe Xbox had a problem with it as well. So clearly they've had the last year to negotiate and talk to PlayStation and Xbox about that. So we're going up to 8 again. On PC, it wasn't an issue. You could make a separate folder. But inside career mode to address the feedback received. Brilliant. That's great. Competition changes. Oh, this is it. This is the last bit. No! Fixed multiple fixture congestion issues. The winter break rollout this season, as well as the removal of the FA Cup 5th round replay. Oh, brilliant. Improved fixture congestion issues in English leagues. We've slightly altered the authentic schedule of the English Championship by pushing its completion to a later date. Who cares? Just do it. This ensures the schedule conflict situations between Championship rounds and European football nights aren't possible. It doesn't matter if it's not absolutely perfect. You know, if the last game of the season is a week away from the actual one, who cares? Who actually cares? We just don't want to play 3 games in 3 days. Yeah, that is brilliant. A lot of the congestion issues reported by the community were happening with midweek league rounds happening at the same time as European football, which, although unlikely in real world, is a common occurrence in career mode. It's true. And it's difficult to fix that, clearly, without making it a possibility for us to manually move fixtures, which, of course, hasn't been a thing, and it doesn't look like they've added it. Added the new format and schedule of the Spanish Super Cup. Added support to round down the points in leagues that split into playoffs and half the points, such as the Australian Bundesliga. Updated usage of the 4th substitute in extra time to all competitions. Fantastic. To wrap this up, we want to thank all career mode players out there for the millions of seasons played and the invaluable feedback they provided. It is amazing to see so much passion towards football, FIFA, and career mode year after year. While we are all very passionate about the work we are doing, career mode can only improve based on your constant feedback and comments. Cheers. Mihai, Alex, thank you so much for doing this pitch notes. Thank you for working hard on this. Yes, it's not groundbreaking. It's not a massive, massive, massive change this year, but it was never going to be. It's going to take a few years to really get career mode where we want it to be. But these are some very good steps in the right direction. It's honestly a mechanical thing. They've changed the mechanics of the game more so than added good-looking features. I mean, just the potential change is so massive. Honestly, this has hyped me up so much. I'm going to do another video talking about it more in depth, but this was my live reaction to the pitch notes. And to break it down to you guys, we're getting press conferences and player conversations. We are now able to create managers with more customization. We've also got the conversations being a little bit more in depth here with the images. The player morale system, if they're happy, they'll play better and more. They'll enjoy their time at your club more. There's the customization. The screenshots being used as news features. That's cool. New UI things, dynamic player potential, and then general improvements. So if you're disappointed by this, don't be, because it's 12 months realistically of development time, and some of these things we have no idea how hard they've been to produce, and they're going under the hood. You won't see it. So please don't abuse any EA staff if you're not happy with this, because you should be happy. We're going in the right direction. Career mode has been doing this, okay? It's been going down and down and down. This is now what it's looking like. We've gone down and we're now on the right path. Give it another year. Who knows what improvements we'll get next year. So make sure you continue to provide feedback. Hopefully I'll get in the Discord now, in the Game Changers Discord, so I can have the same amount of time to prepare these videos as other creators, EA. It's not fair. I've been waiting 12 months to get in this Discord, and I've been asking continuously, and they always say, yeah, we'll do it, we'll do it. It just never happened. But thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed my reaction to this, please do drop a like rating. FIFA 20 career mode is looking better than we thought. It's going to be good. I'm really hoping that there's more to come in the future, and I will see you for a more in-depth video later on.